Hello everyone, this is Joe, Forced Off Corners here, and for today's video I am doing a VR for two channels. It's Sammy over at Sammy Thunder and Orlando from A Collector's Dream, and both these channels, they're collaborating because they're both were in pursuit of 2,000 subscribers, which is just amazing. I believe Sammy's already hit it, and I think Orlando is just on the cusp. So by the time I'm releasing this, there's a good chance they maybe both have eclipsed it already, and then at that point they're going to finalize like a deadline and everything for the contest. But just first off, if you're not, please go subscribe to both those channels. And then second, for the contest, just asked to shout out some of our favorite channels on YouTube. You know, it's everybody I've watched so far doing so. Just said how difficult that is to pick out a few, and you don't want to leave anybody out. But I approached it somewhat like Doug from over at Decon's Cardboard did, and just trying to pick the collectors that are kind of most similar to him. And I believe Sammy in his video also mentioned that as one of the ways for picking channels. So that's how I kind of tried to approach this. Usually I always like to include channels that I think are criminally undersubbed, which I'm definitely going to do, and then finish up with just probably the ones that I think collect closest to me. So we're going to start off, I have 5 channels here in total, so we're going to start off with Alan over at Collecting Maddox. And not exactly maybe alike in collecting, but I think pretty similar. Obviously from the channel name Collecting Maddox. I'll just show some cards I pulled for these people. This is from 96 Leaf Steel, literally just a metal card, and right before this video there was a protective film on the front, so I peeled that off. But obviously right there in the channel name, it's main focus Collecting Maddox. But I have a small Greg Maddox PC. I have a more extensive Tony Gwynn PC, but just same time frame basically of playing career and adversaries over their career. This is the I think it's 97 Topps Hobby Masters, and just trying to show off the shine on those and the effect it has on it. But not only that, just I think, in fact, I just watched one of his videos today, and he was at a card show, and like doesn't maybe have a great reason why I had to pick up some of the stuff, but just like you saw it and had to have it. I feel like I do that a lot. So here's another. This is from Leaf, heading to the hall. Nice shine on that. And then on the back, this is numbered to 3,500. And then last, these are really cool 96 Studio stained glass stars. Those cards are really nice. We both, especially, I know he showed off a lot of Greg Maddox from Finest, which is probably overall my favorite run of sets from the 90s. I know he's a huge fan of that as well, and also looking forward. He in some of the videos talked about the breakdown of some of the sets, and is going to upcoming, I believe, break down like the 96 and 97 Finest sets, which I always find very confusing. So looking forward to that. But yeah, first one, Collecting Maddox, Alan. Please go check him out, and definitely subscribe if you are not yet. Next, and as I put this together, I think the first 3 channels, I believe I don't remember what contest it was for, but I believe I also maybe shouted them out in another contest before. But like I said, I will continue to do so for, I think, channels that I feel are criminally under subscribed to, under under watched here in the hobby. So next is Brian over at Hodges 1455, and obviously we'll show a Gil Hodges. So whenever he does videos from pickups at shows or his card shop, I think more so from his card shop, a lot of the stuff he picks up, I think, is in the same vein I do. Just a lot of different vintage pickups from different years, and then I've seen so many times where he's picked up autograph cards kind of in the same vein of this. This is 2000 SP Chirog. I say chirography, I don't know if that's right, but Darren Erstad. But you know, there's guys like this that aren't Hall of Famers, were, you know, sometimes all-stars, good players overall to great players overall, but just I always see him pick up different autographs of guys like this, and you know, so many times I've seen him pick one up and just thought to myself, I definitely would have bought that card for, you know, a lot of these are a couple dollars, or I think I got this for $5, like, and especially being from pretty iconic autograph set. So definitely think Brian and I are, and some of our pickups are very similar. Next, I'll show this 57 Topps Ken Boyer, and for the person I'm going to name here, probably as soon as I showed this, know who it's going to be, and for anybody that's watched me recently, probably know. One of the channels I've been able to connect with the most in the hobby recently, well, really over the past year, but definitely recently since we started texting stuff, is Andy from over at D's Collection. And just he said it best, I believe, in he did an awesome series for his first contest he ever did, where he was shouting out and thanking the top 12 commenters on his channel since he started, and I was lucky enough to make that list, really just because I mean, since I found his channel, I'm pretty sure I've watched every video, and always try and leave a comment and just converse that way. And like I said, now progress to being able to text back and forth. But in his video where he thanked me, kind of described me as a set collector, but that I'm not defined by that. My collection isn't defined by my sets, and I definitely agree with that. And I would say the same for Andy. Like he mentioned in his video, I feel like we are very similar in a lot of ways, including the way we collect. And our love for the Cardinals, obviously. Obviously always a inside running joke, just because he always says I'm a huge Cardinals fan, even though I call myself a Phillies fan, but just because of my PCs and stuff like that. But for this, I wanted to try and pick out some cards I haven't showed too often, so that I thought that was a good choice there. And I should have double checked before. I know he showed off a tremendous Ken Boyer collection, and I wanted to double check. I believe it's his father's, but I'm not positive. But I know there's some very high grade cards in that collection. So yeah, like I said, just for the sake of this VR, again, wanted to shout out people I think are criminally undersubbed, and also like I said, people that I think we collect the most similar to, and Andy definitely encompasses both of those. So like I said, I definitely wanted to give shout outs to people who I think need more eyes on their channel. For these last two, I wanted to shout them out just because I think they might be the closest to the way I collect. And the first, I've maybe not collected as similarly as him recently, but for a while, pretty much our pickup videos kind of looked along the same thing almost every time, and that is Jason over at Poor Man's Stack. I'm going to show off this 55 Topps Monty Irvin, which I don't believe I've showed off too many times. I'm showing this one just because, you know, it's you can see there's some creasing across his face there, and you know, would not grade very high if it were graded, but I think that's how we're similar, in that we just want to own the cards and don't care about the condition. And I mean, even if you hold that at the right light where you're not seeing the crease, just the color on that card and everything like that, I mean, it's in very nice shape. But you know, the hobby as a whole undervalues cards that, you know, because if you turn it the right way, you can see that crease. But I will pick up cards like this of Hall of Famers, especially if I think this was like $5 or so. So I think similarly, we would always pick up cards like that and not even think twice about it. He has a very awesome 55 top set. He's filling his binder up very quick with, so I always enjoy when he shows those. And like I said, just in general, all from all different sets, he always has some great pickups. And like I said, I've shifted a little bit from just picking up stuff to try and complete so many sets at once, maybe focus a little bit more on one. But overall, like I said, I think we collect very, very similar. And last, I know this is a channel I've mentioned many times about, either shouted out or just talked about our friendship and everything like that, but could not let a video like this go without mentioning the person that I think I probably collect, or at least our hobby mindsets are very similar, and that is Shane from Shoebox Legends. And Shane, I could not think of a better card to to show than this one right here. I should have give everybody a warning: if you don't want to have nightmares tonight, do not focus too much into those eyes. But I showed this card because we when I completed my 53 Topps baseball set this year, I reached out to Shane and asked if he would join me on a live stream, which Theo Clemente Collector hosted for us, to just celebrate completing the set and talk about the set. And we pulled some cards out, besides just the Hall of Famers, to talk about for a variety of reasons. And this was one of Shane's choices just because of how close poor Hank Edwards there looks, especially in the eyes and the demonic little teeth there to the St. Louis Browns mascot down there. So had good laughs during that, and just in general had a great time on that live stream. And like I said, just over the past 2 years or so, I've really been lucky to get to know Shane, and definitely over the last year or so, texted more and more often, always run things by each other, show off pickups, and just laugh about different things, and whether it be in the hobby or just life in general. So yeah, not just 53 Topps, but I mean just our lack of focus, so to say, and everything like that. Just think we also, like I said, are very similar in the way we collect and just the way we appreciate and enjoy this hobby. So like I said, just mentioned his channel many times, but did not want to leave him out on one like this. So again, the 5 channels: Alan collecting Maddox, Brian Hodges 1455, Andy D's collection, Jason at Poor Man's Stack, and Shane Shoebox Legends. Go check all them out. I'll leave links to them below. And then obviously Sammy over at Sammy Thunder and Orlando at A Collector's Dream. Thank you for putting this on. It's been great. I think any kind of contests, when people put them on, that kind of the main goal is to spread awareness or just appreciation to different channels, you know, that we shout out in one way or another. I think that's always just a great format for contests, because it just always just lends itself to, like I said, thanking everyone and just growing this community. So, and getting more eyes on some of the channels that definitely should be watched and appreciated more. So again, thank you for doing this. Congratulations to both of you. Like I said, by the time this is posted, I'm sure Orlando will be at 2,000 subs as well. So congratulations to the both of you. Thank you for this. And thank you everyone for watching. And just remember, any card can be a great looking card, even if it has 4 soft corners. Thank you.